Hey y'all, it's Nick. I'm here with Jessica today, and we are going to go over the 6 key checkpoints for the perfect plie squat. Another name for the plie squat is a sumo squat or sumo deadlift. So the difference between a plie squat and a regular squat is pretty much our feet are going from straight on to slightly rotated out to the side. Okay, so this helps keep these key checkpoints, rotating those feet out, and you can keep really great form throughout the entire squat. Alright, so we're going to go through the 6 starting from the top. So let's go ahead and get in the plie squat position. Good job. So notice how she rotated her feet out. And so go ahead and do a couple here so you can see what the exercise looks like. There we go. So notice how the motion's leading back with the hips, knees are staying in a good spot. She's kind of close with her stance, so let's go ahead and rotate. Let's go ahead and widen up your stance a little bit. She's in pretty good shape so where she can keep the legs close together and still perform a pretty good squat. For many of you that are just starting out and you're beginning to do all these different types of exercises, it's a good idea to stay a little bit wider than shoulder width apart when you're starting this exercise. Alright, so first key checkpoint is the chest and the shoulders. Okay, so when we're going to keep a good extended big chest, what I like to say, because you're driving your chest up. There we go. So notice how she keeps the posture up tall once the chest goes up. That automatically brings her shoulders back and down. Okay, so notice throughout the whole movement, the chest is staying up. Good job. No matter where she keeps her hands, the chest is staying at one position. And the shoulders are backing down. Good job. Let's do one more. So that chest coming up helps engage the core, drives the belly button in tight, keeps the hips strong, and the shoulders backing down. Good. So key checkpoint number 2, going from the head to the toe, is the lower back and the core. Alright, so notice how sometimes what she just did is perfect, because you can put your hand at your belly button and it will kind of remind your body to drive it in. Okay, so driving that belly button in, close to your spine, it protects your lower back, keeps your lower back strong, and it engages your core, which are 2 very important things with any exercise, especially any type of squat motion here. Okay? So checkpoint number 1, chest and shoulders. Number 2, lower back core. Next checkpoint, number 3, we're working at the hips and the knee on this one. The reason I put these together is because when she leads back with the hips, the knees automatically stay where they need to stay. Okay, so again, all these checkpoints are very important, but the hips and the knee complex is probably the most important checkpoint. Leading back with the hips, that keeps the weight through the heels, keeps the knees protected. Okay, there's a saying that says your knees don't hurt because you're doing squats, they hurt because you're not doing squats. So doing this exercise correctly will strengthen the muscles around your knees. Okay? Checkpoint number 4 is our feet and stance. So I've already alluded to this in the beginning of the video. Our feet are slightly rotated out. Our stance is a little bit further than shoulder width apart. Go ahead and do one more here for the feet and the stance. Good. All the weight's driving through the heels. Good job. Knees over our big toe. Inner thighs are tight. Perfect. So key checkpoint number 5. Now we're going away from the movement. We're going to what the exercise should be doing. Okay, so we're going, our 5th key checkpoint is depth and drive. So the depth, Jessica does a great job of getting beyond parallel. There we go. Driving through the heels now. So the depth, go ahead and come on up. The depth is how low are you going? You want to shoot for parallel. When you're getting stronger, your core is really strong and engaged. You'll be able to go just slightly past parallel, really making sure that you're hitting your glutes and your hamstrings. And the drive is all of your weight is driving through your heels. If you pay attention to checkpoints 1 through 4 and you do them, then you will always be driving through your heels, working the glutes and the hamstrings and all the right muscles. Last checkpoint is our breathing. This one's the easiest one, but sometimes we hold our breath a lot of times. So the breathing is we're going to inhale through the nose as we go down, and then big out breath as we come up. In through the nose as you go down. Sometimes it helps to put your tongue behind your front teeth to make sure your core stays engaged. And then it helps to purse your lips as you're driving up for that exhale. Most of your work is happening as you're squatting up is when you're really engaging most of your muscles. So that's when you want that exhale breathing to help the exercise out. Great job. So the key checkpoints again, just running through them. Chest and shoulders, big chest, shoulders back and down. Lower back is protected with an engaged belly button and engaged core. There we go. Key checkpoint number 3, hips leading the motion, keeping the knees protected and in one position. Great job. Our 4th key checkpoint is our feet in stance. Feet slightly rotated out to the side, knees right over that big toe. Our 5th key checkpoint is our depth and drive. You want to shoot for that parallel, if not a little beyond, just like Jessica just did there. And our last key checkpoint is our breathing. In through the nose as we go down, and big out breath as we come up. Great exercise here. So incorporate this into your program. Start doing just a few of these throughout the day, focusing on the key checkpoints, and you'll be well on your way to doing these with weights and incorporating presses and all types of different movements with these plie squat. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you for the next one.